do. I'll fill myself with a parsnip or a dill pickle, maybe even an eggplant.
You couldn't fit an eggplant in there. It's too big. It'll tear you in half.
Oh, you'd be amazed what I could fit in here.
What the fuck is going on with these two?
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I am truly honored that you guys spend some of your time with me. Like I've always said, it's precious and I appreciate it so very much. As you can tell, laughter is hugely important to me. So my shows are always full of laughter. I do them in chapter form, but at the end of each chapter, I have what I call commercials. And those are parodies or stand-up, anything that roasts the Harkles. Oh yeah, we're going to watch it. Because if we don't, I know I'll be in a corner stark raving mad, so we must. Anyways, with these memes also, I wanted everybody to know about the community tab. Check it out. I put memes up there every day. I usually don't like to ramble on in the beginning at all, but sometimes I guess I have to a little bit. I have all the creators' names and everything in the descriptions of my videos. If I also have a main description that has all my information, like in my email or Patreon or PayPal. I don't ask for any money though, like that. I'm just subbing is wonderful. Being here, commenting, all that stuff. That's all I need from you guys. Tips are always welcome, of course, but anyways, I don't like talking about money. This isn't about me. So let's just get to the fun, shall we? So this one's called Nigeria Roachel Scam. We're not going to be too much on this, guys, because we have way more stuff to deal with. But where's the damn jam? And Diana's butler? Is there truth or not to this? Okay, I don't have very much to say about this, but it is all my own thoughts that I was wondering about. Now that you're back in America, Roachel, where in the hell is your jam? You wouldn't think, like someone who's starting up a business, like being real about it, why is there nothing about, like, I don't know, purchasing the jam? That's just the thought. Where is it? Like, honestly, you guys, that is the She never finishes anything. She doesn't have a hope in hell because her brain only has one thought, and that is herself. End of. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. Has anybody heard anything about her scam jam lately? If you have, let me know. Again, not going to stay on this long. I showed you this piece yesterday, but I have a little Megyn Kelly clip I wanted to play about it because that's the truth. What she's saying is the truth. They are still delinquent, right? It just says Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Archwell Foundation declared a delinquent charity. No kidding. I'm surprised it took this long. God.
They're claiming is, oh, the check was lost in the mail. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 minute. That's not how taxes are filed these days. Snail mail by a corporation that's a charity? You want me to believe that somebody put it in the snail mail with a little stamp and it just got lost? That's a lie. I'm just going to say it right now. I believe they're lying because they're humiliated, and I don't know why they didn't file a tax return.
I agree with Megyn. Yeah, Kelly. Okay, so we're just going to go back to Nigeria just for a few minutes. Excuse me. My sub sent me that info I gave you yesterday, and it takes like sometimes 14 hours, you guys, for YouTube to get my videos out. I'm not even kidding. So it's kind of sad to see other people say stuff that I already knew and had put out, but it's late. But oh well, we are a community, and I guess I'm glad that it's out, right? All this, stuff that's going on. But I wanted to show you guys something because I missed it yesterday. It's actually hysterical. If you can get funny out of this, which I can, and so can my sub who showed me. So I want to show you. So I'm not going to read it all out again, but there is something in here that's funny. So this was about the link between, and you know what's honestly, because I said interesting, it just says Roachel, because it says it concerns new findings related to Meghan Markle. Why not Harry? And it's emerged, like, honestly, this shady stuff, why not Harry? But these are my observations. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a sec. So I'd said last time that, you know, shady dealings, she's up to her old tricks, pun intended. And then I read out the name and I thought I had cut off the middle name, but I hadn't. It actually reads, you guys, Ellen, I fuck you, Onima. Look it, IFUKU. I almost died when I was like, I didn't cut that off. Oh my God. So we can just literally say, yeah, it's Ellen, I fuck you, Onima, because they won't put the middle name anywhere, but that is funny. You have to admit, that is flipping hilarious, especially when it concerns Roachel. So I just had to share that with you guys because, you know, sometimes you guys are so smart that, I mean, I honestly thought I cut it off. Why, I don't know, but yeah. So I just wanted to share that funny. So this is mainstream media, MSM. Usually, like, if anyone knows me, you know, I only go to them when I have to because honestly, and this is the truth, guys, they lie straight up. Or they don't tell us the truth or whatever. I have proven that a million times over in my videos. But anyway, sometimes I guess you have to. But anyways, it just says how Harry and Meghan were welcomed to Nigeria by a fugitive airline boss wanted in the U.S. over $20 million money laundering operation. And it was like, yeah, shocker, not, right? And then I found this. Okay, so I found this on X, guys. Anytime you see that little blue tick, that's where it is. And it's Meghan's mole. And I was like, oh, great. I love Meghan's mole. Like I do. She's great. So anyway, she found out. She's like, well, what do we have here? Looks like the plans have been in the works since Invictus Dusseldorf. Same guy. Meghan and Harry's trip to Nigeria came at the request of Elijah Mohammed Bakubar Adewer, the country's Minister of Defense, who they first met at last fall's Invictus Games in Dusseldorf. So this was the guy, obviously, it wasn't the president, because as far as I'm aware, he was not impressed with them in Nigeria, but this guy is the one, like, this has been in the works for a long time. And saying it was Invictus was just such a joke. Because what, they mentioned it once. I think Harry wore a shirt once. I mean, please. And then, oh yes, I'll get you basketball courts for the boys. What? What about all your feminism, Roachel? What about all of that? We won't even get into that or I'll be here forever. But yeah, so it's just interesting to see, right? So I have a little tiny footage. It's like 10 seconds or something, but it's hysterical about how the Nigeria women really were thinking of her. But then you got this crap from Misan Harriman, their photographer, and this is the bullshit he's pushing. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex met our youth ambassadors, Maya and Purity, who are tireless advocates for children's rights in the beating heart of our work. Our work? What's our work? They don't even work themselves, and you're now part of our work. Okay. Children in Nigeria face huge challenges. Oh, really? Why were they never brought up then? 1 in 10 dies before they reach the age of 5. 3 in 10 girls are married before the age of 18. Nigeria also has one of the highest rates of unimmunized children. Oh, how come not one of those things came out of her yap? Not one. Oh, just crap like, yeah, I know how important representation is. Oh, please. They had to cut her flippin' speech or whatever, half of that out because they just annihilated her up there. She's just so useless. It's just beyond belief. But yeah, I'll show you here what's, it's kind of funny. Well, it is very funny.
Is feeling. I mean, when I saw this, I was like, maybe this lady, she felt there is a demon in the room. And she was like, take a look one more time. look one more time. She was like, oh my God, the demon is here.
That was funny. I love that. So you guys, I got that on TikTok, but then I started to look and I thought, have I seen him before? Does he have a YouTube channel? If he does, can someone tell me who he is? Because I always give credit, always. And if he does have a YouTube channel, because they didn't give him credit on TikTok, it was a different channel. That's why I'm not even going to say it, because I think he's a YouTuber. I don't know for sure, but I think he is. So anyways, if he is, if someone knows him, please tell me and I'll put him in my description. Okay, so this will be the end of the Nigeria stuff. But it says, this is the face of a bully. In moments captured by paparazzi without Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's knowledge, we see a very furious Meghan Markle stomp out and into a waiting vehicle. News of the Archwell scandal had just broken out across the globe. This scene, we are told, is reminiscent of Prince Harry and Meghan whenever they stormed into Kensington Palace to scream at, yell at, accuse, or move staff to hot tears. Unfortunately for them, they cannot involve the royal family or any of their staff who work out of love for the RF in this mess, made worse by the intervention of Gavin Newsom in a deeply corrupt, nepotistic, favoritism-involved way. And I put his picture of the governor of California because he actually went out there and had some sort of news briefing that Archwell was so wonderful, and then Harry, and it was like they were walking on water. It was just disgusting. I swear to God, it was disgusting. But anyways, I wanted to show you just a tiny bit of footage from the Daily Mail. But anyways, it's them landing after the Nigeria trip. I showed you guys pictures last time, but it's kind of funny to watch it actually happen because, yeah, there ain't no love lost there. So I can't put the music on, guys, but yeah, that's a whole lot of loving. Okay, so we are done with that. I'm so tired of Nigeria stuff. Ugh. Okay, on to other stuff. I don't know if this is true or not, and the reason is this. There's parts of it I believe, but parts of it, and I have, you guys, obviously I do a shit ton of research, so I have read so much stuff that I know is crap and that I have not even heard of the stuff that is going to be read out. Maybe you guys have. So if anybody has, please feel free to let me know, because what? Okay. Diana's ex-butler breaks silence on Meghan Markle's true identity after Prince Harry's recent remarks. This is April 27, 2024, guys. So what? So this is all going to sound really crazy, but the craziest thing is that when it comes to Roachel, there's nothing that surprises me. Okay. Revelations from Diana's former butler concerning Meghan Markle's true identity. As many of you know, Paul Burrell was Princess Diana's most trusted confidant and butler for many years. After her tragic death in 1997, he remained largely silent about his years serving the people's princess. However, he has recently broken that silence in a tell-all interview. According to Paul, Prince Harry dragged him into their ongoing drama by making unfounded accusations against him to Meghan. This prompted Paul to set the record straight about some home truths regarding the Duchess of Sussex. It all started a few months ago when Harry reportedly reached out to Paul, angrily accusing him of selling private stories about their mother to tabloid newspapers many years ago. Paul maintains this is completely untrue and that all the information in his books came directly from conversations he had with Diana herself. Nevertheless, Harry was said to be furious and claimed Paul had betrayed Diana's memory by supposedly revealing private matters for money. And that's when I put that down there, because I was like, are you shitting me, really? Who's not only said private stuff for money, but lied? Okay. When Paul tried to defend himself and explain that all the material was approved by Diana, Harry refused to listen. The prince then allegedly told Paul that Meghan had done some research on him and advised Harry not to believe a word the former butler said because he couldn't be trusted. Oh, really? This really upset Paul, who had been mourning Diana for over 20 years. He felt angry that Harry was accusing his character based on the mere words of his wife, whom Paul believes has been deceiving the prince from the very beginning. Yeah. It was at this point that Paul decided the world deserved to hear some home truths about Meghan Markle that had been suspiciously swept under the rug by the royal family and British press. In his interview, Paul revealed that before meeting Harry, Meghan had been engaged to someone else from a wealthy family here in the UK. Her name used to be Megan Smith, not Meghan Markle, and she came from a working class background in America. What? The only way I could even see this being plausible, of course, but she is a liar, is if she literally lied to some guy and said her name was Megan Smith. But I have no idea. I've never heard this before, guys. Paul said that Meghan got her big acting break by seducing the wealthy son of a British lord who was around 10 years her senior. They embarked on a whirlwind romance and were engaged within months. However, it all fell apart very publicly when it was revealed that Meghan had been involved with another man throughout most of their relationship. Shocker. According to Paul, this is when Meghan decided to completely reinvent herself. She jettisoned her old life and family in America, changed her name to Meghan Markle to sound more aristocratic, cultivated a new posh accent, and set her sights on landing a prince instead of just the son of a lord. Paul says Meghan's endgame was always to marry royalty or great wealth, and she saw Harry as her ticket to becoming globally famous and financially secure. Well, that part is definitely believable. At first, Paul says Meghan was wary of Harry, due to his reputation as a bit of a party prince, but then softened him up with her American charm and seemingly feminist ideals about charity work. Paul admits Meghan is very beautiful and intelligent, but also incredibly manipulative. She carefully crafted her image as a modern biracial princess while secretly whitewashing her past. And working class roots. Even her racial heritage was blown out of proportion by the media at her urging. According to Paul, the royal family knew about Meghan's past deception and jilted ex-fiancé, but turned a blind eye due to the positive publicity she generated as a mixed-race addition to the monarchy. Well, even if that was partially true, then obviously Meghan is definitely full of it, because if she was bringing positive publicity, like she acted like it was just all horrible, right? Anyway, they wanted to maintain the illusion that Harry had found his soulmate rather than expose Meghan for allegedly being a social climber hell-bent on fame and fortune. Paul said Diana would have seen straight through Meghan's act, but unfortunately wasn't around to protect her son. While Paul admits he has no proof, he suspects that over the past 2 years, Meghan has slowly manipulated Harry away from his family and friends, filled his head with talk of leaving the UK, and encouraged their dramatic exit from royal life. Yeah, no kidding. Something Paul says Meghan has likely been planning since day one. He believes she used her maternity leave last year to find, so this was a few years ago, but it's reposted, you guys. Everything I bring you is new. Like, it's not stuff I've dug, you know what I mean? It's a repost from a while ago, but okay, anyways, I'll shut up. He believes she used her maternity leave last year to finalize deals like the lucrative Netflix and Spotify contracts, while publicly blaming the press for her unhappiness. However, Paul insists Meghan's real motivation has always been money and celebrity, rather than helping others like she claims. He points out that she quickly trademarked Sussex Royal merchandise and is now living lavishly in California while leaving Harry largely friendless disconnected from family, and estranged from his homeland under her supposed guidance. You think we are blind? Well, yeah, I can't disagree with that. So what do you guys think, honestly? Like, I don't know what to think. Like, some of it is just so outlandish. I don't know. Just let me know if you've ever even heard of it. But that's the thing. Like, I'll bring you I'll bring you interesting stuff, no question. But some of it I can't verify, and if I can't, I'll tell you. But if I can, I always bring receipts, and you guys know that. Well, most of you know that. You guys will find that out. So, okay, what I'm going to do now, I don't usually do it this way, but I'm going to because I have so much stuff. I'm hoping to get it all in. But what I do want to get in is Sam put out one just today. I still have a couple I haven't used yet that I are new. But I started to watch just a minute maybe, and it's so funny. It's his best work. He even says it's his best work. So I decided to watch it with you guys so I can have a genuine laugh. So I can't even wait. So let's just watch it.
There have been reports that you two are bickering and exhibiting stroppy behavior towards each other. What? No way. Stop reading all that nonsense. Well, body language experts have repeatedly honed in on signs that there may be trouble in paradise. Oh, you know what these body language experts are like. You know, anything for clicks. Yeah, it's terrible when people do stuff just for attention. Well, many have suggested that your hogging of the limelight, Meghan, is taking its toll and winding Harry up as he slips into the background, becoming little more than Dr. Watson to your Sherlock Holmes or Mindy to your Mork. Robin to my Batman. Yeah, I've heard all the stories, and I've heard all the rumors, and there's not a shred of truth to any of them, okay? Yeah, undoubtedly, you know, the natural order of things, the natural hierarchies between Harry and I are establishing. But, you know, Harry's more than happy to play the role of the sidekick, you know, the forgettable supporting cast. Oh, is he? Excuse me? Happy to play the role of forgettable sidekick? I mean, I've been royal all my life, Meghan. You know, a prince. You seem to forget that I was third in line to the throne. Yeah, but, you know, you were never going to be king. Yeah, but I was still a prince. I mean, but what were you? I mean, it's a deal or no deal box girl with a short skirt and a padded bra. But where is all of this coming from? You keep going around telling everybody that I'm happy to play second fiddle. Was you're on headline-making trips to Nigeria. You know? Well, in reality, the only reason anyone's interested about you being in Nigeria is because of me. Oh, really? Well, hashtag just saying. People used to laugh at you, Harry, because you were criminally stupid. Well, they still laugh at me for that. But now they also laugh at me for being bamboozled into marriage to a attention-seeking camera hog who goes around telling everyone she's 42. I am 42. Right. Yeah, right. Well, Cobalt, I'm tall, dark, and handsome as well. Right, you really need to shut up, Harry. You're going to be spending a lot more time in the local hotel. Well, at least I won't have to listen to you talking about yourself. What did you just say? You said, at least you won't have to listen to you talking about yourself. Well, I feel like I've been conned. You said when we break away from the royal family, we'll have more time to pursue our own interests. Yes, and we have. Yeah, but you're only interested in yourself. Not true. I mean, I'm interested in Nigeria. That's only because you found out that you came from there. And when we got there, you only spoke about yourself. You know, well, that's when you weren't changing clothing or putting on inappropriate jewelry at inappropriate times. I mean, what are you talking about? Well, he's probably referring to the £120,000 worth of jewellery and clothing that you've hopped in and out of during your visit to a poverty-stricken nation. Yeah, well, she has a real talent for hopping in and out of clothes. Yeah, and you've got a real talent for... Oh, nothing. I excelled at art. You didn't even complete your own final assessment piece. Who told you that? You told me. You're actually listening to me, were you? Oh, well, that's a turn up for the books. You know, listening to me, poor old spare Harry, instead of talking about your vision and your ambition and your heritage and your books and your documentaries. Yeah, well, once a spare, always a spare. What did you say about my hair? That you're losing it at an alarming rate. Well, you've already lost yours. Now, don't be fooled. Now, underneath this facade, she's just a crash test dummy with some strands of black nylon sewn into her scalp. You two, please. Carry on.
Oh my, that was funny. That was the best one because finally Harry's talking back. Oh my God, I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. Okay, chapter 2, bump talk, always. Okay, so you guys, it is very hard to come up with new stuff for, her bump. It really is. And I try really hard to bring you guys something different. And I did find a couple different things that I'm just blown away. And we will be looking at some bumps too. But okay, let's just get to it. So I did not know this, and I don't know if you guys did, but a parliamentarian pointed out after the birth of the girl, Lil D, that not knowing who the doctors were in what hospital and whether she was really born on the day the Harkles said did not correspond to the rules of someone within the LOS. There was a lot of conflict about it. The Express commented on it in the middle of the mess that arose about the fact that it took weeks for the girl to be placed in the LOS. Lady C then commented that has handed over a birth certificate and I don't know what other document. And there was no other choice but to accept it because has complied with the formalities. But there were very upset parliamentarians. Only then came the whole mess of the prime ministers and the topic was left in suspense. So someone says, thanks for the explanation. And then someone else said, are there really? I never heard of this before. Do you have names? And they do, you guys. If I remember correctly, Bob Seeley and Rachel Maskell are the most determined on the subject. She was even the one who presented the project to remove the titles that will be discussed on the 24th in the second reading. This was 5 months ago, you guys. But they were not the only ones because the matter was a topic in the Express. Well, I don't edit, guys, so sorry about that. Oh, man. Okay, because the matter was a topic in the Express during 2021 in which other parliamentarians openly questioned the way in which Has reported the birth of Lil D and that they wanted to call Has to Parliament to give explanations. I don't have time, but you can entertain yourself one day by searching the historical record of the Express. That surprised me because the parliamentarians were not much interested in discussing Has. But he annoyed them so much that when it's supposed to be LOS, obviously a typo, issue was discussed, no one was on his side. They once discussed the topic on Quora, and there was some videos on YouTube. It might seem like a joke, but if you see the Express in 2021, it wasn't. There are parliamentarians who want to call Has to give explanations about his children. That is something else. I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. Well, interesting, isn't that? So, during the Christmas walkabout, she preens were nearly there when A's birthday is until the following May. What first-time mother doesn't know this? Honestly, she wasn't even halfway there. Like 4 months? Like, what the F, you guys? And I'd never, ever seen this before. Like, this stuff's popping up everywhere. Meghan Markle's pregnancy guru shares the tips she offered for the birth of baby Lily. Dr. Gown Motha, the world-renowned childbirth pioneer who counts Gwyneth Paltrow and Madonna as clients, reveals how she helped deliver baby Lilibet Diana via telephone. Dr. Gowie Motha, the world-renowned childbirth pioneer, offered remote support from more than 5,000 miles away via telephone to Meghan during the birth of the Duchess of Sussex's second child with Prince Harry. Lilibet Diana on June 4th. The request from the couple came after the well-known holistic obstetrician helped deliver their son Archie at the Portland hospital 2 years ago. What is this? We already know who she supposedly said helped her give birth, and that woman shut her practice down. I've had that in so many videos. It's ridiculous. So what is this now? Like, why is this the stories out there being planted are insane, you guys. I'm not even kidding. So this was sent to me, and it didn't have anything on top, but it says it's taking up room under the breasts of the mother. Babies are lower. See Markle's legs and pelvic region. No swelling or bump, yet the fetus would be lower. And who has a square bump? Meghan did. Only her. And this is her at 5 months. And yes, that bump is square. So what I wanted to do actually, I'm just going to show you a couple things. So this is hella confusing. Remember when I had said before too that she wore the same stuff? Okay, so she's supposed to be like 4.5 months pregnant there, and then 4 months. What? But then I'm going to show you her all at 6 months, you guys. So this is her at 6 months. Looks very similar to the prosthetic on the left there. Very similar. She wore the same bloody kind of clothes so many times. But it's okay. So this is 6 months, right? So this was that same day, you guys. Like, I've showed this picture before, but I mean, it's not a very out there picture. It's not been shown to death. So I wanted to show it because even you can tell it's not an angle or any of that nonsense. It's just all kinds of wrong is what that is. Another 6 month picture. So I thought, you know what? Why don't we compare 6 months with Artificial and 6 months with Lilibet? 6 months with Invisibet there. I shouldn't say the other Lilibet because to me that's the queen. So Invisibet, 6 months. Yeah. So this is interesting. This was literally a day before she supposedly gave birth, right? With Artificial. I wrote 10 months on top because that's what she was. Yeah, right. And here's Lilibucks 3 weeks before she apparently popped that one out. Yep, on the Zoom call. We all remember. Isn't that amazing how at 6 months she looked like she was pregnant with triplets, and then like the day before or a couple weeks before birth, she looks like a normal, like with a belt, normal pants, everything. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing how that is, isn't it? And real quick, again, showing August playing both children. Poor August, he wears many hats. Because I'm convinced this was him with a bow in his hair playing Lilibucks. And of course, now we know Eugenie's son, because she let out unseen photos, remember, on the left. And on the right, he was Netflix Archie, is what I call him. Because there's no question it was the same kid. So basically, they used that child for both. I suspect Eugenie knew it all along. But I don't know. What do you think? This one absolutely cracked me up. I'm just scanning the barcode. Oh my Lord. But yeah, I do know that Eugenie was down there when they were taping Netflix. So, and those pictures that she put out, one of them with her husband, that's where they were, no question. You can tell they were on the beach, right? Like, I don't know. It's just a little, like everyone, oh, they're twins. And then you get all this MSM putting out, oh, they're twins with Lilibet and twins with August and twins with... No. How about no? How about I say no? So I thought, well, we'll do one because we haven't for a while and not everybody's seen it. But I'm I'm going to show the Birkenhead footage where she does up her coat and the whole 9 yards. And then we're going to go into commercials. And then we are going to hit the last chapter, which is going to be hella fun. The only time she's ever done up her coat, you guys. Ever.
Time that I saw my passport, my driver's license.
Can you hear me now? Yeah? So you know my Uncle Kev, don't you? Like, deaf and blind, wasn't he? Both ears, both eyes, mate. Well, basically, he can hear and see now. Over the years, mate, they just cancelled each other out. He's looking to get in the landscaping game with us. Like, you haven't got anything, like, you... Oh, boy, 1 second, mate. Let me call you back. Are you lot filming something? Yeah. Probably means I'm fired, this, doesn't it?
Without question.
Yeah.
You're going to be replacing me then, yeah? Probably. Because the only reason I ask is you're not going to believe this, right? But I got this uncle, right, Kev.
No, right, the answer to your question is no.
No, for Kev as well. Like, yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. All right, have a good one then.
That was the
I'm going to tell you the real reasons that Harry and Meghan were dumped by Spotify. And it's not what you think. And how do I know this? Well, I used to be their PA out in LA. And if you want to hear 3 bombshell reasons why they have been booted from their Spotify podcast, keep watching. Reason number 1, this is going to shock you. No one can pronounce the title. Okay, it's called Archetypes, and no one could pronounce it, so it just was never going to be very popular, right? Reason number 2, did they walk or were they fired? Well, let me tell you. In a statement I'm going to read out from Harry and Meghan, they say, we do not think that streaming is the future for our Archetype podcast. We believe the future of podcasts will be on the mini disc. So the podcast is not dead. Archetypals is not dead. It will be coming out on the mini disc from now on because it's the future assumption. And finally, the biggest scoop, the bombshell. Reason number 3, Harry and Meghan did not get fired from the podcast. They walked away from it because Meghan did not like some of the music available on Spotify, notably Kate Bush, Kate Nash, and Katy Perry. Now, what is that? It's so weird, isn't it? It's like she's got something against people called Kate. There you have it. The truth is out there.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me grab this part.
Oh, thanks, George.
Sure. You got it?
Yeah.
So you're back, huh?
For a little while, anyway.
Fuck.
Ooh, sorry, that's all he says.
No worries. Well, I gotta go.
Good luck tonight.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
And George?
Yeah?
It's okay to be nervous. I used to get nervous all the time before performing.
Okay, well, I'm not nervous, and I don't need any more advice from your days on Suits, so thanks anyway.
Okay, last chapter. Bits and bobs, online gossip or truth, an old blind, and it's holy moly, you guys. This is the S1CKO water cooler gossip. So, what the hell is this? I couldn't believe this when I saw it. I was like, are you kidding me? So I figured I'm going to put together just a few of the pictures we have of him being inappropriate. And I actually have footage of him being inappropriate at the Invictus games here in Nigeria. Oh, yeah. Another photo? What? I have shown these before, so we won't stay on them long, but it just, there's so many instances of this going on, right? Definitely has a thing for nipples. And here's the thing, nobody would have given a rat's ass if he was gay or whatever, so I don't know what he's trying to hide. But yeah, inappropriate, oh yes. So this is from Royally Sage on X, and I'm shocked. If this was a woman, could you imagine? Could you imagine the uproar? Wow. And so I saw this little tidbit and thought I'll read it out. Rachel had asked Lizzie Cundy to introduce her to John Terry. She fancied herself as a wag, which is girlfriends and wives of athletes, basically. Until a friend said she wanted to introduce her to Prince Harry. Rachel, the desperate social climber, saw that as a better opportunity for her dream of conquering the world, becoming the princess she always believed she should be, and I genuinely think she thought that one day she'd be queen. It explains why Hasbin made the ridiculous request to his father, asking if he and William could share the Prince of Wales and the Duchy of Cornwall. Rachel convinced him it would look like a modernization of the monarchy. Yeah, no, she just wanted the money, honey. So I just wanted to bring this up because I had a few subs talk about this and how it looked like there was an appendage in Meghan, if you know what I mean. Here's the thing. I know it isn't. It's got I don't know if it's a wire. I don't know what it is, to be honest. But you guys, I have seen those tapes. Okay. Her lady parts, unfortunately, are embedded in my brain for life. And they are real. So I would debunk that, I would say. That's just my personal opinion. And here I just thought I would send this one out to you just to show you that, yep, the rumors are true. I wrote a princess in the making, ha ha ha. So I just saw this and giggled. No children, no boobs. What's next? No hair? No teeth? Is there anything real with this woman? Someone said the hair is a weave, her teeth are veneers, her body created by Ozempic, the children, hired actors, dolls, house probably rented. Oh, I could go on. And someone replied, so that is where Harry's socks have been stuffed in her bras? Like, yeah, okay. So I wanted to read the blind first. Well, not first, but I just had a couple other little things. If we don't have time for them, not a big deal. But I like the blinds, and this one's kind of like, holy crap. So, let's go. Everything from blind gossip seems to be true regarding Harry's violence against women. And Meghan knows everything. Feminist my ass, Harry. Italicized is what I took from the original blind, and bold is what I pulled from other posts, which I will link. There's the one about a famous son who participated in a particularly problematic binge involving drugs and alcohol. His family allegedly pulled him home and dispatched an entire team to go door to door in a large city to gather any evidence that he had engaged in illegal activity. Then his family made him go through rehab. Okay, story from the NY Post. The mother of another teen staying at Cornwall said the prince's attitude to women was intolerable. They are there to be used and abused, touched up and mucked about with, she said. Then there's the one about the famous son who allegedly expressed his anger issues by beating up S workers. Those incidences were handled in a way to ensure that the son was not criminally charged And then everyone kept quiet. No, there was originally a story in the Edmonton Sun in my province, about what I believe was this incident. However, it is now gone. I only have Ontario TD info. But I found it. So, June 9th, 2007, Harry goes cherry picking. This is in Calgary. Bottles of Dom Perignon are chilling if Prince Harry wants to make a curtain call in another city hotspot or two, says nightclub managers. Popular Calgary bars would welcome the royal party boy turned soldier in their establishment following a surprise visit by the man third in line to the front to the Cowboys nightclub downtown. Invite. And El Huzak, the manager of the Roadhouse, figures he has just the invitation for Prince Harry. We have a couple bottles of Dom in the VIP room we can set him up with. We do pretty much anything to accommodate him. See, this is back in the day when people were lied to and they didn't know who he really was. We'd be more than happy. Seeing him here would be unbelievable. Prince Charles' second son is in the Calgary area, at Suffield, about 225 kilometers east of Calgary, likely training for a tour of duty in Afghanistan. At 12:30 a.m. Thursday, the second lieutenant in the British military made his way to Cowboys, where staff said he kept a low profile alongside his entourage and befriended 22-year-old bartender Cherry Chinobly. Kiss. Staff at Cowboys confirmed Harry gave Cherry a kiss on the cheek before he made his escape in the wee hours Thursday, and it's being reported the Calgary bartender is turning down requests for interviews after signing an exclusive interview deal with a media outlet in Britain. Yeah, that's because there was NDAs for that. She was shut up. He had his hand on my thigh, then all of a sudden he slapped me on the butt, she told the paper, adding foul-mouthed Harry had early removed his boxers and donned a colorful sarong. This was in Ontario, I believe, the Ontario paper. It hurt real bad, and I was kind of taken aback. Smith said she fled the bed, but Harry followed, slapping her thigh and buttocks again. And this idiot Harry told her everything. Why would you reveal your crimes, fool? Now I think MM is letting this spill online. That is why we are getting so many people of X and TikTok suddenly talking about these issues. And now I see Charles bending to their will because it looks terrible that he covered it up. Charles should have had Harry see the best psychiatrist in the country when he was underage to deal with his violence against women. He should have had intensive therapy and medication if needed. And if he was not stable, he should have been out of the LOS and leading a private life. This is what should have been done. Now, MM is going to get everything because of this scandal. I feel sorry for Prince William, who I don't think knew anything about the cover-up, Princess Catherine, Princess Anne, and Prince Edward. I know they want to completely grey rock out, but because of Charles not dealing with this problem decades before, they have to negotiate. So she is going to get a lot of money. Harry truly is an idiot. But hats off to Blind Gossip. If you look at their other posts, they have been spot on. Is this Princess Eugenie? Maybe we should have a master thread about all the posts of Blind Gossip because they have not gone wrong once. LOL, it isn't Meghan who leaked this. Harry declared war on the press. They are retaliating by leaking stories they sat on and held back out of courtesy to the Queen and the palace or due to self-preservation. MM will be spitting mad. This damages her brand, young lovers with greatest love story ever told. M isn't getting a penny out of this story. Who would pay her? Why? Charles didn't pay anyone off. The person who did the family dirty work and silence talk of the woman and drugs when this happened was Philip. No one is going to be able to hold Philip accountable now. And yes, hats off to Blind Gossip. Harry has abused many women. He deserves to be cancelled. Hopefully this will start that ball rolling. You know what? You could be right. And I think it might be Rupert Murdoch. He owns the NY Post and they had this story. Harry name-dropped him in the book. He should have never fought with the press unless he was clean. This was a year ago. He is so stupid. You did not go after the likes of Murdoch. Not only is he obscenely wealthy, but he has no morals. Harry is so thick, it's actually amazing he managed to live to 38. Murdoch's divorce from Jerry Hall was finalized in August. Maybe MM can marry him next? The ultimate revenge plot, long game, LOL. Exactly, Murdoch will likely go after him. It's interesting, Catherine Murdoch, the wife of Rupert Murdoch's son James, is part of the Aspen Institute. If James maybe vouches for Harry, maybe Murdoch will spare him, but I'm not sure. Apparently, Princess Anne controls all the trusts that haven't been paid out. I doubt she would free up the money to Harry while he is so manipulated by MM. Anne is no fool. If of nothing, half of nothing is nothing. Leaving out the 40 million trust fund because hopefully that has been kept safe. They have over $60 million after taxes they earned together just in the last 18 months. I know, but she could get the sympathy of the public with the abuse story. She could make tons of money if she sells the abused wife image to the media. I wouldn't believe she was unless I saw it with my own lying eyes. I believe Hazardous Waste is an abusive asshole, but his harlot is equally and fully capable of holding her own. It would be so photoshopped. Like Amber Heard. Yes, but that will last as long as any other get-rich-quick schemes she's figured out, and the media will be gunning for her too once she and Harry are separated. The odds she leaked this are close to zero. The possibility she can work it into her advantage somehow exists, but are extremely thin. After all, Harry told her everything she needed to know about him going into this marriage. She's told us that at least half a dozen times. Is he kind? Ask his polo ponies. Oh no, he told her he was kind. I don't doubt she could still try to pull an Amber Heard for sympathy. MM has her own skeletons, and that's what she fails to appreciate if she thinks she can pull a fast one. The Pellas help clean up the internet records, etc., and there are plenty of folks who know her tea who are growing tired of the act. Regardless, Meg, you knew who and what you're marrying. No one bought the engagement interview. You've stayed with him, had 2 children, haha. And you were the one who authorized that horse crap from Archwell. You're complicit too, hun. And other than that one post-divorce tell-all, you're done in entertainment. I agree 100%, right? This gives credence to the rumors about his violence against S-workers in Afghanistan that have been circulating for years. After he burned Loot Groove in his book, it came out that he was held back a grade. He broke a smaller child's arm. He mocked a servant about her disabilities. Apparently, a teacher he pillarizes in the book was a kind man who tried to play a parental role in Harry's life and was always there for him when he had a bad day. I just asked one thing, is he kind? Because if he wasn't, it just wouldn't make sense. He has some horrible skeletons in his closet. I think the royal family's not protecting him anymore. LOL, it isn't Meg who leaked this. I agree. His complaints against the media will incentivize them to scrutinize him more. Well, the girls' names are in those articles. She is as much a feminist as he is kind. MM, oh, that's okay if he's cruel, but is he kind? Eye roll. Sorry about the last page, you guys. I didn't realize I didn't have it all up. So that's about it for me. I want to put in my last commercial, and it's close to 5 minutes, so I best stop because I want him under an hour. But thank you guys so much for being here. I can't thank you enough. Please like, sub if you haven't, all that good stuff. And I'm going to just put up really quick my Patreons, and then we're going to watch a hilarious commercial, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.
Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Today's guests should need no introduction, known to many as a turncoat, an apostate, a backstabber, and my personal favourite, a ginger over privileged piece of shit. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Not a Prince Harry.
Hi, Jeremy.
And with Not a Prince Harry today is his partner in crime, known to many as Stalin, due to her dictatorship skills. Ladies and gentlemen, Not a Princess Meghan Markle.
Hi, Jeremy.
Ladies and gentlemen, they struggled, but they did it with only their phone-a-friend lifeline still intact. After the break, we will see if Copper Bollocks and his boss can get past the £1,000 question. See you after the... Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Copper, Bollocks and Stalin are one question away from £1,000, and like the dunces they are, they have used 2 of their lifelines and have only their phone a friend remaining. So, Harry, I find it rather amazing how such an expensive private education can produce such a moron. How and why is that?
Good question, Jeremy. A question I get asked quite a lot. Well, I personally think it's because William was...
Oh, shut up. Always somebody else's fault, isn't it, copperballs? Take some responsibility, will you, man? Pathetic little twat. So, Megan, fuck this. I'll speak to you only when necessary. Write for £1,000. Morally, what should come first? Oh my God, the irony. You couldn't make it up. This should prove difficult for the likes of you two. Right, is it A, family? Is it B, Megan's nails? Is it C, Megan's shoes? Or is it D, punani? You have 60 seconds to give me an answer. And don't forget, you still have your phone a friend.
Well, let me have a look. I think... that's a difficult one, Jeremy. What do you think, Stalin? I mean, Megan.
Well, it's obviously a setup. A trick question. They've written this question to fool us. They think I'll pick B or C, and they think you'll agree, or I'll shout at you. I personally think my nails, but I'll leave this one up to you, copper bollocks.
Fuck it, Jeremy. I'll phone a friend. Yes, that's right. I'll phone a fiend. I mean a friend.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's phone Harry's friend. I didn't think he actually had any, whatever next.
For God's sake, I'm partying in blistering heat, sweating my bollocks off. What do you want? Oh, stop it, Jeffrey. You're supposed to be dead, and plus, I'm on the phone. Sorry about that. My bestie playing bloody games.
Hi, Andy, you old perv. Jeremy Clarkson here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I've got Copper Bollocks and his missus here, and just as you'd expect, they are stuck on the £1,000 question. The next voice you hear will be Copper Bollocks. He'll ask you the question they are stuck on, and you'll have 30 seconds to give them an answer. Over to you, Ginge.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Harry. Hi, Megan.
Andrew, what morally should come first? Is it A, family, B, Megan's nails? Is it C, Megan's shoes? Or is it D, punani?
I can't believe he need help with this. What a fucking letdown of a nephew. I wouldn't be surprised if he was adopted. It's D, you thick piece of shit. Now fuck off. I'm busy.
D, Jeremy, final answer D.
Is the answer D?
Fuck me.
Oh, you got it wrong, you thick ginger bastard.
Oh, it was family. Who the fuck would have thought that?
Thank fuck for that. I think I'd vomit if I had to sit in front of you two for any longer. Now get the fuck out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Until next time, and please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this edit.
Singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing me.